Imagine a map of the world where the United States doesn't stop at the border of Maine, but extends all the way to the North Pole. For over a century, American presidents, from Truman to Trump, have eyed Greenland not just as a piece of land, but as the most valuable piece of real estate on the planet. But what happens if diplomacy fails? What if the deal of the century becomes the invasion of the century? Today, we are wargaming a hypothetical American takeover of Greenland. The military reality of such a move and how it would shatter the very foundations of Western power. The military matchup is so lopsided it's almost irrelevant. Denmark, which holds sovereignty over Greenland, has a total active military of around 17,000 personnel. The United States has 1.3 million. In a conventional conflict, experts suggest this would be the shortest war in human history. But the US wouldn't even need to send a fleet. They are already there. Pitufuk Space Base, formerly known as Tool, is already a massive American footprint on Greenlandic soil, housing the early warning radars that protect the US from nuclear strikes. In an invasion scenario, the US simply flips the switch, declaring administrative control over the island to protect it from foreign influence. Subscribe to Sword and Pen, where military might meets political power. The real battle isn't on the ice, it's in the halls of Brussels. An American invasion of Greenland would be an unprecedented violation of the North Atlantic Treaty. Article 5 states that an attack on one member is an attack on all. If the US, the backbone of NATO, invades Denmark, a founding member, the alliance doesn't just fracture, it evaporates. European nations will be forced to choose between their security guarantor and their sovereignty. Analysts predict this move would trigger a European NATO without the US, effectively ending 80 years of transatlantic unity and leaving the West divided just as a new Cold War begins. Then there is the Russian response. For Vladimir Putin, an American land grab in the Arctic is the ultimate justification for his own territorial ambitions. Russia has already been militarizing its northern fleet and rebuilding Soviet-era Arctic bases. If the US annexes Greenland, Russia would likely move to seize the Svalbard Islands or formalize its claims over the entire Lomonosov Ridge. Moscow would frame the US as a rogue state, using the chaos to build a new Arctic coalition with China. By taking Greenland, America might secure a piece of land, but it could lose the global moral high ground and hand its rivals a strategic victory they could never have won on their own. But why take such risks? Understand that this isn't just about land, it is about the new great game. Underneath Greenland's melting ice caps lies a treasure trove of rare earth minerals and untapped oil, resources currently dominated by China. By controlling Greenland, the US achieves total resource self-sufficiency and secures the GI-UK gap, the gateway to the Atlantic. However, as we've seen, the cost of this Arctic shield might be the death of the Western world as we know it. In the end, Greenland is either the cornerstone of American defense or the tombstone of the NATO alliance.